Yo, YouTube, Mr. T here, and today we're going to do a video that is actually related to just the past holiday season. This is the second video of 2025, and I think it's the last video related to 2024. We'll see. And today I will be putting all the presents I got throughout Christmas and New Year in one big tier list for you guys to judge. Of course, I love all the presents I got, but content is content. So let's see. Um, the first present I got this holiday season is just money, and money is immediately S tier. Money is just fine. It's simple. It's tiny. You can take it, say thank you, and move on. And you can buy with it whatever you want. Personally, I will buy a lot of choco milk with my money and candy, which we will get back to later. But so yeah, money is always a fine. It's a um, small present, so it can be easily given. My grandma always likes to give me money when I read my New Year's letter to her. For example, she says, "Come here, my child." I come to her and she says, "Here is 50 euros." So I got a lot of money this year, just like every year, and it's just amazing. Next up, we have I have a picture, take a picture of a band, but it's actually a gift card for American jeans. I got that from my other grandma. My two brothers got just pants, but because I got to work the day that they went shopping for pants, I just got a gift card. Personally, I do not like American jeans because I do not like baggy jeans that much, but I still like it that I got a pants for Christmas because I really need new pants. So B tier for the pants. Then next up, I got this microphone right here. I'm super happy with this because, of course, YouTube is my hobby, and I love my hobby, and would like to. I would actually like to make more investments. And the first investment I was gonna do was this mic, but when I didn't know a Christmas present to ask my mother, I said, I want a mic because I'm doing YouTube and I would like to get better at it and I would like better sound. So of course this is S tier. I'm gonna use it a lot. As you see, this is the second time I'm using it, but I'm gonna use it a lot more. Um, and I'm gonna have very much a lot of use for it. Just then next I got Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards you can never miss with Pokemon cards. They're not as great as money, but they're fun because you can open them, make you wonder which Pokemon will I get, and maybe you will get like a really great Pokemon card. Next up, I have a Stratego, the card game. So I like Stratego, but nobody plays it with me at home because nobody likes strategy games as much as I do. So it's a good present, but don't think I'm gonna do that much with it. So I'm gonna put it C tier. Also because I think the original Stratego game is better than the card game one. And next up, I'm gonna skip all the comics, the three Star Wars comics and the 13 comics. I'm gonna skip them, and I'm gonna first go over the rest. So I have two times the money underpants picture right here because I got two of them, and I like those, but I don't like those too much. So I'm gonna put them C together with the Stratego Star card game. And then last but not least, before the comics, we got some candy. Candy is the same as money. It could be a tiny gift, it could be a big gift, and you can just give it and move on. It's very fun. So S tier for me. Candy, I like candy. I have a whole box of it. Actually, wait, I'm going to get the box. It's actually the candy I got. Um, you can see there are two boxes. It's tradition that when it's New Year, it's like trick or treat, but bigger in our towns where we live in Flanders, and you get all kind of candy and also some drinks. This is called Fristi. It's strawberry milk, so that's very fun, and a whole lot of chips, all kinds of flavors, a whole lot of chips. Um, there is even so many chips. I have a different, as you saw, I have two boxes, and one box is just completely filled with chips, and the other box is filled with all kinds of things. And I like them so much. I love candy. I love getting candy as my Christmas presents. I think those are I think those are amazing. Now on to the comics. I got four comics um, this Christmas, three of which I already read because the last few days I have been sick. So the Christmas vacation ended 2 days ago, but I'm still at home because I'm sick actually. So that's why read already a lot of comics, and I already read three, two of which were omnibuses actually. So there are multiple comics in one. But I read them already, but I'm sick. That's why I am a little short on breath now. So I'll just go over them and then I will go and place them. So normally I would place all the comics in S because I love comics, but because we can't do it, I'm gonna take the S, A, B, and C, and I'm gonna rank the comics individually. All right. So first we have um, Star Wars High Republic Series 2 Part 1. This one is a very nice one. It takes us throughout the journey in the old Republic era, say so to speak. I want to put this one A because it's a very nice story, but it starts off a bit slow, and the S tier is just reserved for another comic. Actually, no, I'm gonna put it B. The next comic that we have is this Darth Vader Dark Mission Part 3. So Part 1 I actually got in Christmas 2021. So it's actually a very long time ago. And Part 2 I bought a little time after that on my own, and Part 3 was nowhere to be found. So I actually gave up hope to ever have Part 3. But then all of a sudden I opened my present this year, and I thought there was just gonna be some comics about Darth Vader, but others. And then I saw this one, and I was extremely happy. So this one definitely deserves the S tier to stand all the way on top because it was such a surprise, and I loved it. Next, we have the second part of the Old Republic series too. So I got the entire series. While it's an incredibly good comic, and it's one part together with the first, I would like to set them in B, but that would actually defy my own rules. So I'm gonna put them in C. Um, just so I could live with my own rules, but they actually belong in B. So actually, I'm gonna just put there, screw my own rules. Who lives by their own rules, bro? Be honest. And next up, we have the 13 Moscow Spado House. This is number 29 already. So if you don't know it, 13 is like an incredibly fun series. I think I talked about it in one of my videos. Yo, YouTube, post editing me here. I'm gonna help myself out right here. It's this video, day one of uploading my schoolwork. So actually the first video I did. And it's around 4 minutes in, I start talking about the 13 videos. So if you want to watch that, be sure to go and watch that because it's very interesting video. Be sure to go watch any video, by the way. Subscribe and watch the video that's recommended at the end because YouTube thinks that's gonna be the video that you're gonna like the most. I don't really think I talk about it in another video, but I talk about it in the first video I made 3 months ago. So be sure to check that one out. That I don't know anymore. Um, which is an incredible series. It was originally French, I think, but I think it's definitely also translated in English and in Dutch, of course. Yeah, I read them in Dutch, and they're just wow. It's about a guy who was shot and then lost his memory, but he was a murderer or part of a huge complot to take down the American government before he was shot. And it's just an incredible series. It's really, really fun and amazing, and has a lot of great plot twists. So it's actually has all the things I want about a series, be it in books, comics, or TV. It has to do something with a giant plot and a lot of plot twists, and it's very well written, and I like it a lot. So a so if normally I would put it in S, but it's just because I was wanting that comic of the Darth Vaders for so long, and I gave up hope that it was actually still in the making, and I would ever get it. That it steals the S tier. So no, indeed, all my presents were great this year. That actually isn't the case a lot. I remember as a child, I hated getting pajamas or pants for Christmas, but now I think it's actually very fun and needed. I need new pants. With my dad, I only have two pants I wear because the rest is like too doesn't fit right anymore or are just ugly. So I really need new pants, and I'm happy I'm gonna get new pants. And just for the rest, everything is so fun, and I'm just happy. And I think I'm gonna use all my the presents I have, like for example the candy, for example. I'm just gonna eat because what else are you gonna do with candy? The money I'm gonna spend probably on other foods. The microphone I'm gonna use, the comics I'm gonna read lots and lots of times because I like to reread comics. The underpants, of course, I'm gonna use. The pants I'm gonna use. The Stratego game is actually the only one I'm just a bit afraid of because every game we get for Christmas isn't really used that much. Because with my parents we play a lot of games, but by my mother we don't. And I got this game by my mother because I like Stratego. Though I don't know if it's gonna use. You could even say that because you don't use it, it could go in D, and then you do have uh, everything. But we'll see. And then the Pokemon cards. I love Pokemon cards. I love collecting Pokemon cards. I have actually an app on my phone. I can open it right now. That shows all the Pokemon cards I have. So it's this app, TGG Trading Hub. And if you go to my stats, you can see I have 529 unique cards, totally worth 119 euros. So that's very fun. And I have one secret rare card. It's this one. It's with my dad, so I can't let you see it in real. But it's this card. I think it's a very cool card. So yeah, I love Pokemon cards and I love collecting them. Um, So yeah, that's all for you today. I just wanted to make this video because I thought it was a cool idea and maybe a cool idea to do every year. Um, and then I will see you guys all next week on Sunday, 12 o'clock. I also have one announcement. I was looking with my friend online to search my channel, and I found it very hard to find even myself. Um, just searching for my account on my channel, I find it hard to find. So I'm gonna do a bit of a rebranding, and he actually helped getting me a new name. So I don't know if it will have changed next time, but definitely in 2 times it will have changed to Joe's Second Opinion. So that will be my new name. I'm sad because I liked the name Mr. T, because it was something I came up myself. But once again, now it has a real story behind it because the name Mr. T actually doesn't have a story behind it. And now the name does have a story behind it, and it also very much captures what I'm trying to do on this channel, which is looking a bit different at things and at how the world works. The Joe like you, and then second, your second, and opino comes from opinion. So it's also a bit Dutch I hear now, so you can't really say it in English. But Joe's second opino, it just fits. It fits. Let's just say it like that. It captures what I'm trying to do, and it has a story because my friend was literally here on my floor saying, I don't know a name, man. And I was there in my bed saying, I don't know a name either. And then all of a sudden he said, Joe Second Opino. And I was like, Joe Second Opino, that's so great. That's the greatest shit I've ever heard. And he was like, that's the greatest shit I've ever thought of. And that was how it was born. So amazing. And now I'm just trying to work on how I want to brand it, and if I want to change the black and white, that is my channel. But for the rest, it's not gonna change. The genre is gonna keep the same. But I just want to make this announcement, and then that's all for you today. Mr. T out.